Okay, guys, welcome to Monday Night Team Up Summer Series. Okay, so I'm going to start this pretty much the same way I started the call 30 minutes ago. It's been an interesting season. Jerry just told me.
Terri, do you want me to record now?
I'm already recording.
Sorry.
It's okay. This is 4 months. We're 4 months into this, and I'm kind of sensing that everybody's energy might just be down a bit, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. And I thought that we would start tonight's program off with, it's time. It's time to get fired up again. It's time to get excited. It's time to rekindle. And it's time to develop some resolve about who we are and what we're all about. There has never been a greater need for Juice Plus than there is right now. People need what we have. People need the business. People need the product. And so I'm really asking people, what is it going to take to step up and to have the kind of energy that you had maybe when you first heard about it, maybe when you first got engaged? What is that going to take? So we got to talk to a lot of people at 7 o'clock. I would love to hear just from a few more of you, like Jen Hageman. You want to unmute yourself? What was it about Juice Plus that got you fired up? Where you were just, I was like babbling Juice Plus 27 years ago to people. What was it that got you excited about it?
Well, I mean, for sure, I'm still as excited as I was then, just from everything that's going on. But I think it was just the whole concept that, oh my gosh, they put what I won't do every day into a pill. I don't like cooking. I don't like food. So, for me, it certainly was the convenience, and then definitely the peace of mind. And that's still huge. I mean, right now we're in very much a different stage in life where we're down in Florida taking care of my mom. So we're in that other season of entering elder care. Blessed to be able to do it, and have the freedom to be able to kind of pick up stakes and be down here. We're not quite sure what the long-term plan for that is going to be, but we've been able to bring our business with us. And I will say that the flexibility of the business is still a huge factor for me. The fact that, I can just, we're living in our Airstream while we're down here, which is kind of crazy, but I can just grab a minute and go get on Wi-Fi and do something. I mean, this is going to sound awful to say, but I actually am not sort of minding the stay-at-home part. I've been a real homebody, and I didn't really realize it. Now, it's like everyone else in the world is right there with me, only they have no choice. So I understand they're kind of losing their mind about it, but I feel like I'm getting in my groove. It's like, all right, everybody's home, so let's go. So I am just doing a ton on social media, but doing it in stolen moments. I'm back to sort of where I was when we started, because when we started, our girls were 3 and 7, so had to be done in stolen moments. And I'm kind of back to that, but I'm more efficient at it now. So I'm appreciating that. And everybody's online.
And everybody's online, and everybody, and you said something that really resonates with me in this season is the peace of mind piece.
Peace of mind. Man.
Oh my goodness. I mean, in terms of your health and my health.
And in terms of the health, but also in terms of the business, I mean, I'm spending a lot of time reaching out and talking to people about their business and, what are their, not so much what are their options, but how are things going, first of all. And I'm being real direct about, would you like something you completely control? Because when we started this, it was all about control. We were, we were at the mercy of, employees, and so to get to a place where we had something we could control was huge. And I think that's something people realize now. They need something they have complete control over. And yeah, you have to develop skills, and yeah, you got to put the time in and do some work, but you control it. It's not like you don't control it. So I'm more jacked than as Sean Hopkins says, I'm stoked.
Okay.
we're a little bit off the radar because we're in elder care, but we're stoked.
I love that. That's going to be one of my takeaways tonight. Do you want something that you could have complete control over?
Yeah,
You
because
guys write that down, because that is a strong, strong point in this season where people feel so out of control.
so out of control. And this is something anyone can be proactive about every day, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever you have.
Yeah,
And the
when you
thing
can
is,
say to somebody that you have got amazing peace of mind about your health, you know,
Yep.
without making claims, but I have amazing peace of mind about my health, and I have total control over my finances. Wow, that is going to be part of my personal messages to people. Thank you, Jen, for
and you know
that.
what I love even more about this season right now?
What's that?
People answer their phones.
Yeah, that's true. People do.
You
People
can
do.
call them and they will pick it up because they are starved for anyone other than the two people in their house that they're spending all their time with.
Amen. All right, we've got Abby Nowlin on the line. Abby, are you still there? Because let's hear from a millennial.
I
You know,
am.
Jen just shared about peace of mind for health and total control. Talk to me about, does that speak to you?
Absolutely. I think, you know, I've told my mom, I've shared with my mom in moments of, I would say anxiety. I'm not, and this is me personally, I'm not afraid of the virus, because I know what I'm putting in my body is good. And if I do get it, I know that I will be fine. I think for me, it's like when you're in a crowd and everybody starts running, you want to run too. And so I think that's kind of where my personal anxiety comes from, not the fear of the virus, but it's like everybody's freaked. You know, you feel this freaked feeling because everybody else is freaked. And so peace of mind is huge. I feel a great peace about my health. And I could not have said that 2 years ago.
Amen. Amen. All right, so we've got something we all agree that everybody needs, So our job is to get the message out. So tonight, for the next 10, 15 minutes, we're going to talk about prospecting. And let me pull up my screen here. Okay, so I asked Allison Stearns to talk to us a little bit about prospecting. Allison, are you there? Can you unmute yourself?
Hey everyone. You just want me
Hey,
to go?
Allison.
You want to
Yeah,
show
just go. So let's just talk about prospecting, Allison, because you're pretty masterful at creating lists. And how has that supported you? And where do we go with this?
Well, for my prospecting, I think a lot of times people think they hit walls. I'm really big on, starting conversations with people over things that we just may have something in common with. And how I find these people is a few different ways. I've actually started a meetup group, met some amazing people. I will join different running groups, go to different yoga studios. So I won't go to just one yoga studio. I'll go to different yoga studios. I'll try different, the Cycle Bar had like a 3-day trial period. And you can really, like Terry and I were talking about earlier, if you go to the Cycle Bar and you're in a group photo, you can go look at all the people that are tagged in that photo, friend them, and start conversations. Like, hey, I just saw you at the Cycle Bar tonight. Are you a member? How do you like it? And you start finding commonalities with people. A book club, whatever I know it's hard to step out of your comfort zone sometimes, but even if it's something that you may not be too interested in, you can be surprised how you'll find people that you do have things in common with. And so really trying to start the conversation, especially in this business, it's a relationship marketing business, really being the one to start the conversations, not waiting for other people to start it.
Right. Right. I experienced that, and then we're going to get into making the list. But when I came to Oregon 10 days ago, one of the first things I did is I went to a yoga retreat up here, and it was amazing. And I met so many new women, and now I am friending them and starting these conversations. And these will be all new relationships. And so there's the power of joining the new clubs, doing the new things. And, I mean, I went to the retreat because number one, I knew personally I would enjoy it and that I would benefit from it. But the opportunity to meet new people was just absolutely phenomenal. So there's that's the evolved piece of prospecting. I don't know how many of you have taken the time to listen to Jake and Jenna Rood's recorded message on your list, okay? Because it's important to have a list. Jen Hageman said, if you paid attention, that when she started this business, and right now, still, she does it in stolen moments. Okay, that means, when she started the business, she had 2 young girls at home, and now she's doing elder care with her mother. And so she's got stolen moments, 15 minutes of pockets of time that show up. And so unless you have a memory jogger list, you are not going to make the most of those 15 minutes. You'll be shuffling papers. You'll be saying, oh, who do I call next? You'll be going, okay, I'm not sure what I need to do. That 15 minutes will disappear, and you will get very little return on your investment within that 15-minute pocket of time. So this making a list, when I started the business, and I have to get back to this now that I'm settled in Oregon, I always on Sunday knew who I wanted to talk to as the week unfolded itself. Who did I want to introduce the product to? Who did I want to follow up with? Who do I wanted to invite to team? This was something I did every single Sunday afternoon. It was my planning day. It was so important. And if you talk to any of the national marketing directors that, came in, 20, 25 years ago, 15 years ago, this was something we all did. It was how we trained. Every Sunday, you reviewed your list. You knew who was on first base, who's on second base, who's on third base. So when you had those pockets of time, those stolen moments, you were very productive. Now, one of the things that we do here in the Team Up organization is that a lot of us get together 2 and 3 times a week for concentrated work sessions. So if they call power hours. If you're interested in participating in any of those, let us know. But I think this memory jogger, this prospecting, is so important that we are going to take, yes, it's 6 minutes, but we're going to listen to Jake and Jenna. Now, these young couple, and they made it to National Marketing Director because they knew the importance of getting organized. This is part of those skills and habits that we talk about that need to be developed if you want to get to that sales coordinator position that we talked about on the last call. So here's Jake and Jenna.
There's no volume.
Terri, you have to, if you can click stop for a second, and then go up into view options, and you'll see where you can share all the way up at the top.
Next to the green part.
Next to the green, up in the green, it says view options.
New share, view options.
And under view options, you'll be able to see share.
I don't see view options.
Terry, it's going to show up when you go to share your screen down on that white rectangle that it shows you with your screen options. Down on the bottom right, it'll be share computer audio. When you click on the share your screen, you might have to unshare your screen right now and then open share my screen again to find that. So when you click share screen.
All right, let's try it again.
Over 20 years now, coming up on 25, since my mom, Toni Branner, learned about our solutions and mission when I was only 5 years old.
And I used to eat 15 corn dogs a week and was super unhealthy until I met her when we were 18. And she basically said, if you're going to date me, you're going to be on Juice Plus. So.
And it's a good thing I did, right? Because not only have we been able to change Jake's health picture, but thousands of other lives by saying yes to this business. We actually went to college with the intention of finding a good job and graduated wanting a life instead. So sure, it took a lot of sweat equity and hard work at the beginning, but we really knew there was no other opportunity out there that checked off all of the boxes for us.
Amen. And now we have a mobile business that supports our growing family with full benefits, allows us to set our own hours, work from home with our baby girl, and we get to say yes more often.
Yes, as a new mom, it's such an honor, and I love so much being able to work together as a family as we build our dreams and live our best life while really contributing to the Juice Plus companies and my family's legacy of inspiring healthy living around the world. And you guys, we are more excited than ever for the future, and we're especially excited to teach you how to get started.
I'm excited. Okay,
Yes,
so first thing we're going to teach about is making your list. We call this a memory jogger, since it's a way to keep track of the people you know and the conversations you're having.
Yes, your main priority is building relationships with people and then inviting them to learn more when the time is right. However, most people take multiple exposures before they say yes to our products or business, and having a system to keep track of their journey is key. Plus, always remember, if someone tells you no, it's just a not yet.
That's right. And just because you write a name down right now doesn't mean you have to immediately share your story with them. So don't be nervous, and definitely don't prejudge people in your life.
Yes, this is not about whether or not you think they would be interested. This is all about who you might be able to help by sharing our whole food solutions. You never know who is looking for what we have, and sometimes it's the last person that you would expect.
Yeah, and to truly write down everyone you're connected to in this world, make sure you use all your resources. So your phone contact list, your email contact list, Facebook, Instagram, your holiday card list. You can even Google and search the word professions and think about people you know in each of those fields.
Right. So now let's see how this works, you guys. We're going to share a screen with you so you can see the Making the List document that's going to be really close to this video. So click on that link to find this. And what we're going to show you is that we have red relationships, yellow relationships, and green relationships. So you're actually going to think about the people that you know in your life and that you're writing down on your list, and you're going to put them as one of the following colors: red, yellow, or green. Red relationships are a distant friend or someone you recently met, someone you admire but don't actually personally know. What's an example of a red relationship, Jake?
Mr. Incredible.
Nice. Good one. Yellow relationships are in your network of friends or colleagues. You're on a first name basis with a few connections. What's an example of that for you?
My hair girl, Tamika.
Perfect. And green relationships are close friends and family, people that you can comfortably call or text. For example,
best man in my wedding, Matt.
Exactly. So just, going through the system, you'll see on this that we give you some conversation goals. We give you some sample verbiage of how you could start those conversations. And your main goal is really to ask questions, you guys, and really build that relationship with the people on your list. And when the timing is right, you're going to invite them to learn more, especially after you identify connections of what we can do to help them with our resources. So whether you make your list on a piece of paper, we have, an example for you in the same file that you can use. If you want to write it down in your own notebook, that's great too. But we really highly recommend using an actual program called Teamzy that is available for you now. We're so excited about this. And our company, amazing company, has a wonderful partnership with them that helps you get it at a discounted price per month if you follow the link below here as well. And Teamzy has been a game changer for us. They actually use a similar system to rank the contacts that you're uploading into their interface, and you will see its stars. So just to visually show you how this ties in, Red relationship gets anywhere from 1 to 2 stars. Yellow relationship, 3 stars. Green relationship, 4 stars. And 5 stars is someone, in my opinion, that you are so excited to share this. You just can't even, you can't even wait. They're on your dream team, someone that you want to connect with as much as you can to help them learn about either our amazing products or our amazing business model, or both, hopefully. So we're super excited about Teamsy. And the reason why I personally love it for me is because I'm a busy mom, and now I value my time more than ever with my baby girl and with my family, and to be able to really knock out the daily method of operation actions that I need to take on a daily basis to keep my business growing and moving forward. Teamsy does the trick for that, and I can do it right from my phone. Really effectively and efficiently. And so all of the features that they teach you about on the app as you're going through this getting started process, you'll learn more about what that looks like. But we're super excited for you guys to check that out. So your call to action is just to add as many contacts as possible to your Memory Jogger or Teamsy account before your startup meeting with your sponsor.
Yes, and the key to this Memory Jogger system is committing to it and consistently using it every single day. Your Teamsy account will really help you reach those daily goals.
So recap, make your list, continue adding to it. Remember, your job is to connect with people, build the relationship by asking them questions, identify connections to what we offer, and then invite them to learn more about our amazing Juice Plus company.
Got this.
You've got this.
Do it.
Okay, so the importance of a memory jogger. Now, this was not on my behalf, an endorsement for Teamsy. Use a system that works for you, okay? But the important thing is you've got to start creating a memory jogger with the people that you know and love. How many of you have one of these? Okay. If they are important enough to be in your contacts, then they are important enough to know about Juice Plus. You don't have to, spend hours trying to think about who do you know. Start going through your telephone. In this season, everybody needs to know about Juice Plus and what we represent. Does anybody want to share how they create their memory jogger and how they use it?
I'll share.
Go ahead,
Terri.
Abby.
So I use Teamsy. I use Teamsy because it's easy for me personally. I do love pen to paper, but there is something, y'all, about being able to access Teamsy on my phone. If I don't have my laptop with me, I literally saved it as like a home button or a button on my iPhone, and I click it. And so when I've been traveling for conference or anything like that, it's made, accessing my Teamsy really easy. It keeps people in there for me. I add people as I meet them. I will admit, I've not been as good about starring people as, they were explaining, but I love the follow-up tool. I mean, it's like a virtual assistant that reminds you when to follow up with somebody. There's something pretty cool about that. So I absolutely love the Teamsy app, and that's what I use every single day. I've used it every single day for the last, year.
Okay.
I'm
And
going
it's
to second the Teamsy. If I didn't have Teamsy, there's no way I would be able to stay on top of follow-up, among other things. But also, it tells me who to call. It keeps me from judging. It's like, there it is. And I am much more of a direct person. I don't really use it. Sometimes, depending on who I've been talking to on Facebook or how I've been connecting with, Teamsy will give me a name that, I know that I've been interacting with. But a lot of times, it's someone I haven't talked to in a long time. And for them, I'm just sending a direct message. I'd just be really honored if you'd take a look at what I do. And it's just a direct message. I'm not wasting a lot of time with, gee, I love your blue sweater. I want them to look. And if they don't want to look, it's fine. But that way, it keeps me super efficient. I don't have a lot of free time right now. I have a lot of free time, but I'm choosing to spend it other ways with family.
And I think that has been one of one of the things that have not been complimentary about Team Z is that too many people are posting, I love your blue sweater.
Right.
You know, and that's not going to get you anywhere. And I really do love your very direct approach, Jen. Would you say I'd be honored?
I'd be honored if you'd take a look at what I do. I mean, you know, the way to turn it around is how would you feel if someone that you knew on Facebook reached out to you? I mean, if they said, hey, I don't know if you'll be interested, but I'd be honored if you'd take a look at what I do. 1 in 100 says, go away. And so it's like, all right, sorry, you're having a bad day, but not even 1 in 100. I don't know my stats, but most say, sure, I'll take a look.
Okay, see that? Very direct. And, you know, you've got 2 leaders right here that use it and use it well. And use it well. So, okay, guys, anybody else have anything that they want to share about how they're prospecting and what they're doing that could benefit the group? The thing is, let's get started. All right, anybody who posts their memory jogger list on the Team Up Facebook page, all right, post your list. Your name will go into a drawing. And next Monday night, I'll pick a name for a $50 gift card. If you post a memory jogger list on the Team Up Facebook page, all right, let us know what you're going to be focusing on this week and who you're going to be focusing on this week, and your name will go into a drawing. Next week, we're going to talk about customer care. So thanks so much. It's 8 o'clock Central Time, and we do this again at 9 o'clock Central Time. We're going to be back together. See you guys later.
Thanks, Terry.
Thank
Thank you so much, Terry, for your time.
you.
Thank you.
Bye, y'all.
Thanks, Mahalo.
Welcome training.
Series